Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reviews That Don't Matter with Jessica Hitt. My name is Jessica Hitt. On today's episode, we are talking about, of course, it's Thursday. We're throwing it back, talking about The Mummy Returns. If you were here last week, you know I watched The Mummy, the one with Brendan Fraser, not the shit show that The Mummy in 2017 was with Tom Cruise, but the original The Mummy. I don't know if it was the original, but the Brendan Fraser version that I love very dearly now. I decided to watch The Mummy Returns, and in my quest to do that, I found out that there's a third The Mummy, Curse of the Dragon Emperor or something like that, that was in 2008, which I totally forgot about. So I have a third one after this, so I'm very excited. Watch for that next week. But in this episode, we are talking about The Mummy Returns, the sequel, the 2001 sequel to The Mummy, and, you know, it just gets better. I don't know what it is about these films that I like so much, but I really enjoyed watching this film. Like, my eyes are glued to the screen when I'm watching these two movies. Don't know about the third one because Rachel Weisz is not in that, and I'm not exactly happy about that, mainly because I think that Rachel Weisz is my favorite character in this movie specifically, mainly because, yeah, they kind of made her a bit of the damsel at part of it, but she's really quite a badass in this. She's got, like, fight training now. She's a little bit more... In the first one, obviously, that was the first time she's ever been outside of a library when it comes to this kind of stuff. So in this one, she's, you know, adventured a lot more. Her and Rick O'Connor, Brendan Fraser's character. They're in a happy marriage, and I enjoy the fact that it's that, and not something like how it really bugged me with, like, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, how they had, like, broken up after the whole events of the first Jurassic World. Like, that, it just bugs me. I don't know. I don't need to see them fall back in love with each other. I don't need to see that. We saw it in the first one. So I'm just glad that they're a happy relationship. They have a kid. They've been married for however many years. Like, they're rich. I really liked it. I liked also, the kid being in the film actually worked, in my opinion. I did all of the Jurassic Park movies, and obviously in all of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, there's always children involved in these movies. And they get a little annoying after a while. Like, in the first Jurassic Park, I understand why the kids are there. They're not annoying, in my opinion. Even Jurassic World, like, I don't necessarily get annoyed at the fact that there's kids in it. In the second and third Jurassic Park, however, I don't quite like. Who's the kid in the third one? I hate the third one. Oh, yeah, no, I liked the kid in the third one. I did. He was useful. He survived on the Isla Sorna or whatever for a long time, so I'm totally chill with him. But the Jeff Goldblum's daughter in the second one doesn't necessarily work that well. And I don't too much care about the little girl in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, because you're always saving her, and so that's annoying. But in this movie, he was actually, like, pretty legit. Like, he figured out how to do all of the little, like, sandcastles to show where they're going. He was able to keep the bad guys at bay and also be, like, slightly funny about the thing. He found a way to, like, escape the train, and he just, like... He's the reason, at the end of this movie, spoiler alert, that Rachel Weisz comes back to life. So, like, I'm here for him. That kid was, like, legit baller. And it's funny, too, because I did not realize the Mummy was from 1999. I thought it was early 2000, like 2003 or something like that when The Mummy came out. And I feel like the CGI got worse in this film, like with all of the Anubis, like, dog-faced Doberman creatures. All of those, like, that army looked so bad. So bad. There was also one other part that looked really bad that I cannot remember. I thought the fight with the, like, four priests that the actual Mummy, like, brought up to dead to fight them when they're in the double-decker bus, I thought those were actually not too bad. But overall, like, that Anubis army was pretty bad. Oh, the Rock Scorpion King. I forgot this is about the Scorpion King. The end CGI of The Rock's fake face on the scorpion body, oh my god, that was terrible. I enjoyed it, but it was terrible. Like, that was some of the worst CGI. That's like That's like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Quidditch CGI. Like, worse than that, and that's bad. And I understand, it's 2001. They don't really, like, it's not in today's times to where it's, like, obviously much better. But I don't quite understand why they did it that way. Like, why wouldn't they just, like, I don't know, actually, like, use his face. Like, just, like, put him in, like, a little, like, green skinny pants, use his torso, his arms, and his face, and then CGI on a terrible scorpion body. Like, I don't understand why they also had to make his face look fake like that. And it was, like, scary fake. It was, like, that's gonna haunt my nightmares. Also, it's totally haunt my dreams. That's the saying, not haunt my nightmares. But no, from beginning to end, I loved this movie. And I think it's kind of weird how much I like this movie, to be honest. I like all of the characters. I, like, didn't want to see anyone die. I like the addition to the pilot guy. I thought his, like, bit with the, having the eye patch and then just wanting it because it looked cool. I love eye patches. I really do. Like, I make jokes about eye patches all the time. And I just liked that joke a lot. I did. And I'll tell you what, I really think that Rachel Weisz as Evie, or Evelyn, both, her nickname and that, really stepped it up in this. Like, she's all of a sudden fighting. She knows how to work a gun now. She's just, like, so completely badass. She's wearing pants. She's wearing pants instead of, like, night dresses and stuff from the first one. Her eyebrows are way better. Oh, my God. The eyebrows from 1999. Man. Those were just, like, yeah. And I'm an eyebrow person, so, like, if it's bad eyebrows, I can't look at you. But her eyebrows were much better in this, so it's much easier. Also, just the chemistry between Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz in this movie worked so well. Every time they embraced each other and kissed, I was like, oh, my God. My parents. And I'm not shitting you. Like, I will rewatch these movies. I like them that much. I might go out and buy them and have them on Blu-ray and be able to watch them whenever I want. I don't know why I like these movies so much, and it makes me hate the 2017 Mummy with Tom Cruise so much more. Like, why didn't you just bring back Brendan Fraser? Brendan Fraser's great. Put him on more. I've, like, looked up his IMDb. He's still working quite a bit, but in, like, a lot smaller stuff. Also, I just looked on IMDb about The Mummy Returns, and it, like, was nominated for, like, those, like, bad movie awards, like the Razzies and stuff. I didn't see the Razzies on there, but, like, the Schmo's Most Disappointing Movie of the Year, or I'm just like, no, this movie is great. Everybody who thinks this movie's bad is wrong. You need to watch it with 2018 eyes. It is fantastic. We need more movies that are dumb fun like this. It's kind of like The Meg, but, like, so much better. And the fact that, like, they really, like, it's funnier. It got great dialogue. The action's pretty good. They could spice up the CGI, but it's 2001, so, It's got a great cast. I'm in love with Brendan Fraser. What more do you need? You also get into, like, this weird mythology that wasn't even, like, obviously played back from the first one of Rachel Weisz kind of being the reincarnated body of Nefertiti, which they didn't even plant the seed for that in the first one, which, I mean, how would they know that was going to be so successful that they were going to do a sequel, right? So, like, I understand. And I also understand why people might be like, oh, they just, like, retraced everything. Like, the mummy still came back, and he's, like, even though it basically makes the whole movie, like, null and void, which I don't agree with at all. I kind of liked the development of that, and I liked kind of seeing the fact that at the end, spoiler alert, when both Vosloo, the main money, Imhotep, that's his name, Imhotep and Rick, Brendan Fraser, are, like, falling into, like, this weird despair into, the hell. And Rachel Weisz, Evelyn comes running and trying to save him. And then his girl is just like, she won't even go. She runs away, and then she ends up dying from a whole bunch of, like, of those beetle things that go into your skin. Ooh, those are not nice. Anyway, I kind of like the sort of juxtaposition between the two relationships and the parallels, and just showing what, like, true love is. It's a great love story. Okay, I think I've talked enough about The Mummy and The Mummy... No, I haven't talked enough about The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. I love these movies. Like, if you've not seen them for a while, just go watch them. Don't expect, like, Academy Award level, winning movies. But it's so much fun, and it's like it doesn't take itself seriously, and it's kind of what I miss from these types of movies. Like, you know, what was it? Not last year, but the year before, we got The Great Wall, we got Warcraft, and all of those movies that are just like they're just not fun. You know, they're not fun like The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, and that's kind of what I want. You know, it's not superhero related. It's kind of sci-fi-ish, supernatural type, and it's just like it's everything I needed in my life. Like, I want to rewatch these movies again. And to be honest, I'm talking so highly about them also because I think that the Mummy Rise of the Dragon Emperor or whatever, I don't think I'm going to like that as much, but we'll see. I still got Brendan Fraser in it, and, you know, he's my new love, so he's taking over Jon Bernthal, even though I do love Jon Bernthal so much. Okay, you guys, I hope you liked this review. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. What are your thoughts on these two movies, especially The Mummy Returns, since I've already done The Mummy. If you've not seen that, go watch that. Come back. Next Thursday, I will be reviewing the third installment of The Mummy, and then I will also be reviewing The Scorpion King, which the fact that he got a spinoff after his little part in this movie was so stupid. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll like The Scorpion King. I don't think I will. But I hope you guys enjoy the review. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I make videos Monday through Friday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.